I'm Joe Kistel, and today I replaced this crappy old light fixture with a brand new one. And it's a real simple process, so I thought I'd show you how I got it done. First thing, of course, we had to get this nasty thing off the ceiling, and basically all it was a couple screws. This glass piece came down. Unscrew this light here. Alright, so you really should use a wrench for this, but I'm kind of in a rush, and I'm just going to use this. Alright, so now that that's out, this whole thing should slide out. There we go. At this point, if you haven't already done so, we want to make sure we switch the circuit breaker so we don't electrocute ourselves. Go ahead, undo these. Okay. Alright, even though we know we switched the right breaker, we want to go ahead and double check, make sure we have no power coming through these lines. So all I'm going to do is touch this and this, and actually even go to the remote if you want, but you can see we've got no power. Alright, so the next thing is actually going to take this old bracket off because the new light came with the new bracket. Okay, so for the new fixture, I got one of these. Basically, you want to screw this up there like that, and then the light fixture will screw into here. The screws they provided were too small, so I had to actually use the old screws. And of course, that was even more of a pain in the butt because they were designed not to come out of the old framing piece. So I had to physically cut those out to get access to those screws. Make sure not to pinch your wires when you're doing this. And all this bracket is, this is basically to be kind of the foundation for a light fixture. Now it was time to put the new light up. First thing I'm going to do is loosen this ground screw. In this case, we have a bare copper wire. Your ground, I'm going to loop it. Alright. Now this is a copper wire going into the house, back to the panel. Screw that on. So now essentially we've grounded this plate. Let's go ahead and attach this. Okay, so the bare copper wire on the fixture goes to the copper wire in the house. Just kind of wrapped it around real good, and I'm going to go ahead and put a wire cap on it too. Okay, so that's holding it up temporarily. Now we got to deal with our power and neutral wire. So you can see we have a black and a white wire, but we have a red and a white wire up here. 9 times out of 10 you're going to have a black wire or a red wire coming out of your fixture. Well, generally anything that's colored besides white or green is going to be a power wire. So in this case, our red wires are power wire and the black wire here is our power wire. So we're going to go take our black wire and go ahead and twist it around and put a wire cap on it, tighten it down real good. We're now going to take the white wire to the white wire, wrap it around, and put the nut on. Alright, so basically now all our wires are connected, and that's pretty much the trickiest part of this. Kind of get them out of the way best we can. We want to take these off. Okay. And we want to see if we can line our 2 holes up here. Alright, there we go. I'm going to put the cap on. Gosh, you gotta have tiny hands to do this. But now that it's on, it's fairly stable. All we gotta do is put the light in, thread it down, pop my switch, light came on, and it went. So again, it's pretty simple to do this. It's just matching the wires up, make sure you have the power off so you can be electrocuted,
And there you go. That's how I installed this light. Thanks for watching. If you thought this was helpful, please subscribe. I'm Joe Kistel.
Come on.
Make sure we have no power coming through these lines. We can use the voltmeter. Fixture down. Well, I have big hands, and that is a small light, and that made it very interesting.
Come on.